What is a flux-core wire and its uses? Before we jump into reviewing each of these flux-core wires individually and discuss their strengths and weaknesses, we must clarify what it is and the uses of it. A flux-core wire, in terminology, is a flux-cored arc welding. It uses an automatic arc process for welding and is a viable option for all types of welding from general manufacture and fabrication. There are two main types of flux-core wires, which are self-shielded and gas-shielded. Self-shielded, as the term refers to, doesn't require any external gas, while the gas-shielded wires need it. So, if it is just another way to weld materials, why the extra peck of interest for beginners in it? Well, simply put, it is a much more flexible option compared to the more rigid MIG method for welding. When comparing the two methods of using flux-core wire or solid wires in MIG, it really depends on the specific job. For example, if you are working with a thick metal and the job is outdoors, then the best option would be flux-core wires. But if you are working with thinner metals indoors, then the solid wire MIG method is best. Are you looking for the best keyword? In this video, we will look at some of the best keyword on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. INETUB BA71T GS 0.030-inch flux-cored welding wire. The INETUB BA71T GS is a 2-pound spool of carbon steel gasless flux-cored welding wire. When you will be in the market looking for the best .030 flux welding wire, you will find INETUB as a reputed name. INETUB BA71T GS 0.030-inch flux-cored welding wire. It is an excellent quality welding wire, which is appropriate for use on basic to heavy-duty welding jobs. Both beginners and professionals in the welding industry for construction workshops and aircraft, automobile, etc. use this welding wire. The INETUB is known to weld easily without any slag, and with complete perfection. The heat penetration allows for flexibility, and the arc is consistent. You will not experience excessive splattering and get a smooth welding result. You will be free of any worries when welding with this wire. The gasless welding process offered by this flux-core welding wire will allow you to draw out similarities to solid wire MIG welding, but smoother, cheaper, durable, and more effective performance. The most impressive feature of the INETUB .030 gasless welding wire is that you will not be left feeling suffocated with a cloud of smoke. Since it splatters much less than most others, you will get a clean welding result each time. Number 2. Hobart H222,106R19 flux-cored welding wire. The Hobart is a 2-pound spool of carbon steel flux-cored welding wire of .030 inches, only slightly more expensive than the INETUB. This welding wire by Hobart is of a highly promising quality and is among the most popular names in the .030 category of flux-core welding wires. Hobart H222,106R19 flux-cored welding wire is an economically priced option. The Hobart is of impressive quality for handling various types of welding jobs, ranging from light structural welds to railroads, cars, and tanks assembly welds. It is perfectly partnered by the Hobart handler for powerful and strong welds. You will be relieved to get minimal splatter while welding mild steel materials and under pressure situations without too much complications, allowing both single and multiple pass welding. You will be able to flexibly handle various welding conditions. This makes the Hobart a very affordable and beginner-friendly option, suitable for experts as well. Number 3. Forney 42300 flux-core MIG wire. The Forney FluxCore is a self-shielded MIG welding wire which is specifically built for mild steel. This is our third and final .030 flux-core welding wire, and the cheapest option on our review. Having said that, it is one of the most popular and no-complaint options for consumers in more ways than just the affordable price. Forney 42300 flux-core MIG wire being suitable for any and all positions. This self-shielded MIG welding wire is effective on rusty, dirty, and even painted materials. Whether you are a welding hobbyist or a pro repairman, you will be able to execute all types of professional workshop wire welding jobs with it. So, you will not have to use different types of welding wires for specific general purposes. In terms of technicalities, there is a slight slag, but it comes easily with a consistent weld. The splatter is not too much to disrupt the smooth welding process. Even at times of rush, you will be able to get a quick weld. Regardless of the slight splatter, the end result on the material will be a nice and smooth welding finish. Number 4. Blue Demon 308L FCO.035 Flux-Cored Gasless Welding Wire. Blue Demon is a very reputed name in the welding industry, and this spool of the stainless steel Flux-Cored Gasless Welding Wire is no different to its brand identity. The Blue Demon solid, stainless steel Flux-Core welding wire at 0.035 inches can prove to be a very well-deserving addition to your welding workshop tools. Blue Demon 308L FCO.035 Flux-Cored Gasless Welding Wire. As a welding hobbyist, you will get full satisfaction upon using this welding wire to weld, without the worry of any rust. This is applicable for both basic and premium level, heavy-duty welding projects, as long as you ensure that the metal surface is fresh and free of debris. Without any debris on the metal surface, you reduce the risk and potential of splatter and guarantee safe, smooth and impressive results. Since this is a larger diameter welding wire at 0.035 inches, you will need to operate at higher power settings. Even if you work with mild steel, this welding wire will require more power compared to other flux-core welding wires for similar tasks. The ideal power needed is between 220 to 240 volts for the finest results. Number 5. Lincoln Electric Co. ED016354.03510LB FluxCore Wire. Up next is the Lincoln Electric Co. FluxCore welding wire at 0.035 inches, which comes in a spool of 10 pounds. On surface, it seems to be the most expensive welding wire we are reviewing today. But when accounted for its 10-pound spool against the 2-pound spool of the others, we find it to be reasonably priced. Lincoln Electric Co. ED016354.03510LB FluxCore Wire. Lincoln is always associated with some of the best names in the industry by welding professionals. Among the .035 FluxCore welding wire manufacturers, there is a good reason behind it. It is value for money with its quality and performance. It is among those wires which ensures that you get a splatter-less weld for an overall smooth welding process from just a single pass. As welding professionals, metals that are worked on are not fresh and clean. They are filled with debris and rust. They are old, rough metals which not only need a professional hand, but heavy-duty products such as this. This welding wire makes it easy to handle rusty, sturdy metals with ease. Number 6. INETUB BA71TGS .035-inch Flux-Cored Welding Wire. The INETUB, as we have reviewed the .030 diameter welding wire earlier, is the same manufacturer with the larger diameter of the Flux-Core welding wire at .035 inches. This too is a spool of 2 pounds, and the quality and specifications are otherwise the same as other INETUB products, as a carbon steel gasless Flux-Cored welding wire. INETUB BA71TGS .035-inch Flux-Cored welding wire. We also discussed how INETUB is a reputed manufacturer, and when looking in the market for carbon steel gasless welding wire of .035 inches, you will find INETUB as one of the best. These wires offer the highest wire feeding ability, along with smooth arc action during welding by both beginners and experts at the workshop or in your garage. It is easily one of the top best choices for beginner welders, because it offers ease of use and minimum splatter, making your welding effortless and consistent. Also, it comes at a price which is not too high, making it affordable as your first choice. Do not associate its lower price with lower quality, because it is not inferior to others, such as Lincoln Electric or Blue Demon.